FireRed LeafGreen released on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 on February 27th, 2026, just shortly after the Pokemon Presents finished airing. I was hyped and eager, man. I really was excited to play these games. I do own, both of these physically. I got the, yes, I know they're Player's Choice, whatever, but they're complete in box. I got both carts. I always have fun playing them. I can play them docked for sure via the GameCube player or the Analog Pocket, but it was just nice to have them on the Switch and the Switch 2. Like, I've really grown to adore the Switch as a system, and it's made it into my top 3 of all time. Maybe I'll make a separate video on my favorite consoles and stuff. Anyway, there were a few bonuses with having it on the Switch 2. Most notably, being able to easily transfer these Pokemon into Pokemon Home, which at the time of recording this video, it's still not able to be done. But that's hopefully changing soon. There is Maintenance Wednesday. We got extra events that weren't on the GBA carts that were only available for a limited time back in the day. One of which I think I was able to participate in some. I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time. 22 years, I think. 2004. Anyway, the events were lost to time for quite a while. Yes, you could hack them in. Many were worried they wouldn't be back. I held out hope because of what they did with Crystal, putting the Celebi event into the 3DS Virtual Console version. And I was glad to be proven right, because later that day when they released, someone speed through the game. I forget the username. If I find it, I'll post it, somewhere on the screen here. Basically saying, once you beat the Elite Four and hit the Hall of Fame, you get the Aurora ticket and the Mystic ticket, which lets you hunt for Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Deoxys and add them to the deck. So you don't need Coliseum XD Gale of Darkness to do that. And Deoxys is a mythical that's not been in the games in quite a while. I had to play Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire 4 times to get all 4 forms for my Living Form decks, which is in Pokemon Home. I got a separate video on that. Anyway, I thought it was fun, and the thought of being able to shiny hunt those at the full odds, 1 in 8,192, was really cool to me. So I knew I had to start that journey, for sure. So one thing I did not do when I was younger was shiny hunt the starters in FireRed and LeafGreen. One, because I wasn't sure at that age if I knew they were shiny huntable. I did have shinies in my original copy of FireRed and LeafGreen, which is now lost to time, unfortunately. Put hundreds of hours into that game, hundreds of hours into many Pokemon games. But I was determined to get a shiny starter and, play through it with the entire playthrough at full odds. And so I decided on Bulbasaur. My favorite shiny, my favorite starter, rather, is Squirtle. Always has been, always will be, probably. It's usually tied with Totodile. They kind of are right here. If we get a new Johto game, I'll be over the moon. But anyway, I recently got a shiny Squirtle and a shiny Charmander in Pokemon Legends ZA. So I was like, let's give Bulbasaur some love, because I haven't gotten one in ZA. So I was like, the lime green look is too cool, and I just got a soft reset for it, and hopefully find a Bulbasaur quickly so we can start on our journey. Yeah, that did not happen. Nope. So, we shiny hunted for many, many months, on and off. Hours turned to days, days to weeks, and then eventually months. I played several games in that time period, played Resident Evil Requiem, fantastic game, by the way. Please, please play it if you're into Resident Evil or horror or anything. It's amazing. Pokemon Pocopia, which honestly did everything Animal Crossing did and better. Yeah, I said it. Pokemon Pocopia, fantastic game. We played Tomodachi Life a bit, gotta get back to that. Shout out to Blame Antics, holding it down for the Tomodachi Life crew. I definitely am inspired to keep playing. Played the new World of Warcraft expansion, Midnight, got into Pragmata, played a bunch of games. I've got a ton in the backlog, but yeah, I know I have a problem, but I never gave up hope of this shining, sparkling. I would shiny hunt whenever I could and just had time to veg out, whether I was watching YouTube videos, which I do pretty often, or in the living room with my wife watching Netflix. I would just have the Switches. I almost said DS's. The Switches on my coffee table, or if I was just in Discord with my friends casually hanging out. However, on May 23rd, 2026, just a few days ago, I decided to fire up a Twitch stream. For those who are newer here, I used to stream quite often on Twitch, but it's been hard the last few years, carving out chunks of time to actually sit down and do that. YouTube has been easier in that regard. I may get back to doing it. It's hard. I do like the YouTube format. Streaming is very fun though, for sure, and it's live and there's obviously no editing, but They both have their pros and cons. Anyway, I was invigorated to stream. My friends, the 4th Gen Gamer and Galactic Elliot over at Retro Island, New York, shout out to them, told me, you know, you haven't gotten the Bulbasaur yet, just stream. It'll definitely show up if you stream. And I was glad I listened, because on this day, the soft resets would come to an end. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh my god, I'm sorry to interrupt. I got the shiny, finally! Oh my god, it's over! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's over! Oh, life is good. It's not even on the Switch that's on stream. Oh my god, it's on the other Switch. Already.
He's glowing right now.
Look at it. Look at it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. The lime green baby. Oh my god. I can't believe I finally... They were like, yeah, why don't you just stream? It'll come out for sure. And like, what, 29 minutes in the stream? So we got it. I don't even know what to do now. Like, genuinely.
Because you've been trying to get this for so long, now you're get Forza 6.
I might have to. I should just buy Forza to treat myself. That was crazy. Anyways, as you can see, we received an Adamant Nature Bulbasaur after 16,565 soft resets. Yes, we were over double odds for this hunt, and it was definitely a lot. And I have the Pokemon Oaks lab music burned into my skull. And I hope I don't hear it again for a while. That is not a typo. It was over double odds. I was in disbelief for several minutes. I was shaking at one point. I had to compose myself and save the game. We fought Gary and won. Probably took about 20 screenshots and posts to share with people on social media and friends that have been following the hunt along with me. And I was just over the moon, to be honest with you. And with that, we have Shiny Bulbasaur for Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. We finally start on this journey and work towards the next shiny hunts. Maybe some Game Corner resets, maybe random encounters, maybe some Eevee resets. More, who knows. I definitely plan to go for most, if not all, of the legendaries. Definitely at least Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Deoxys, because those would just be awesome. And I don't actually know if I have those 3 shiny at home yet. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe for more Pokemon and Nintendo content. Let me know in the comments down below if you're shiny hunting in these games. Maybe you got one already, maybe you're still going. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.